All right. Well, hello and welcome back to another Spirit Island video. And today I'm going to use the true power of Tabletop Simulator by using two spirits. Listen, I've always wanted to do like a two spirit game, but these games are going to take for freaking ever, all right? I mean like it's this is probably going to be like an hour video if I'm unlucky. And B, it's just I could never do it on a table just because there's so many pieces to keep track of. Whereas opposed to this, I just gotta hit the buttons and watch what I do, and everything is gravy. So I think it's gonna be just fine. We are. Let me switch this around real fast. As you can see, we are playing as we're bringing bodies back to the board again, or the simulator, and then we are teaming him up with a spread of rampant green. Now, a spread of rampant green is my favorite support spirit. All right, just being able to let any of your teammates throw out an extra presence, it's so good. All right, like there's a lot of spirits that give you support, like, oh, you can make your slow powers fast, or oh, you can get more, you can draft more cards. But my second favorite option for a support spirit is when they give you more card plays, that which allows you to focus more on an energy build. And then my all-time favorite is of course when you just play as rampant green. Like, it's so good. And then you also have the ability to stop ravages. So you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a spread of rampant green really has the ability to just stop a land, like to hold his own board while supporting you. And I feel like that's lacks in a lot of spirits. Well, not in a lot of spirits, but I feel like that lacks in some support spirits. I know keep shifting memories, for example, right? Is not one of my favorite spirits to play, and I don't even really like him as a support because he has really good skills that can enhance a player, but he cannot keep track of his board. All right. Well, not like he cannot, but depending on like the adversary, it can become increasingly more difficult for him to sort of. Am I using my mic? Yes, I am. Oh, I got scared for a second that I didn't turn it on. But back to what I was saying, there are some, again, with like shifting memories, it's really tough for them to keep an eye on their board and support your teammate. And I feel like a spread of rampant green just does it best. Um, Asorg. I'm going to start calling you Asorg. Oh, you can't unsee it. So here's the spirits. Here's what we're doing. We're not doing any of his aspects because, again, I feel like base is just so good. And let's get started with our first explorer. And they are going into the mountains. All right. So we do have some options here. So let's get that started and let's see where we want to go here. Now, normally what I like to do is um, when I'm doing a spread of rampant green, right? So sadly, they are not in the mountains. I don't want to take blight here. So I have a way to stop that. I might have a way to stop this. But how do we want to do this? Mm, all right, so let's start off with our first row. So I like to go bottom track because next turn I want to get to two card plays. So we like to go bottom track, and I want to put my presence over here. So I don't think I've ever played a spread of rampant green, so let me show you what it does. When invaders would ravage or build in a land with your sacred sites, you may skip it by destroying one of your presence in the land. When adding, and then steady regeneration, when adding presence to the board via growth, you may optionally use your destroyed presence. If the island is healthy, do so freely. If the island is blighted, doing so costs 1 energy per destroyed presence you add. So we can destroy our presence to stop ravage or builds, and then we can use our growth options to add our destroyed presence back to the board. And so as you can see, we will always grow every turn. Every turn we always add a presence to a jungle or wetland, and then we have three other growth options. We can reclaim and gain a minor, we add a presence and gain another card play this turn, or we just gain a power card and 3 energy. So what I like to do is I like to go to my first one, where next turn we go to our two card plays because we want to play three cards next turn. So we're gonna grab a miner, and do I like anything I see? I sort of do, because moon plant is really what we want. Ooh, ooh, but I'm not there. We're gonna grab this because it's moon plant and it gives us a defend too. So even if we won't play it, but it can do something for us. And then next, oh, you know what we'll do? We'll do field choke. So we're gonna use field. Oh, let me gain my 3 energy, and then we're gonna gain nothing because our track starts with 0, and we're gonna play a 0 cost card because next turn we're pretty much gonna use everything in our hand, and then we're gonna go for the reclaim. This will allow us to push a town out or push up to 3 Dahan so we can start pairing up our Dahan. I have to see how the rest of this goes. Now for this one, I told you before what we do. We add our first presence. And I think what I'm going to do is mm, I think we're gonna go for a miner. Do we go for energy or miner? That's the question. I think next turn we'll go for a miner. So if that's the case, because we're gonna go abduct a bunch of things. So the goal is to move. Yes, I think grabbing a miner would be better. Okay, let's do that. So let's see, because we're gonna play 2 cards. Oh, you know what we'll do? We'll do the Dreadwind. Okay, okay, I know what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna play these 2 cards, and if that's the case, then we only need 1 energy, so we're gonna gain a miner right now. And we've got Gift of Power. Okay. So none of these are. We have some elements, but I think I'm gonna pick up Gift of Power. Gift of Power is just too good to not pick up. Then we're gonna go to 3 card plays. So we're gonna be able to deal 1 damage. Okay, so first off, I need to move my presence over here, because then we're gonna stop this from building. We might just take the blight there. I think I'm okay with that happening. Yeah, I think I'm okay with the blight there happening. So, I think yeah, that's what we'll do. Now we can abduct a presence. So I think we're going to. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. I gotta release someone. So first we're gonna release this guy there. All right. We're just gonna get him out the way. Um. Yeah, I think that would be way better. So we're gonna start off with you. We can abduct a presence and give +1 range to all their powers this turn, which really doesn't matter. So I'm actually. Oh wait, does it have to be yourself? Any spirits? We're going to abduct one of my presents. Mm, is that the presents I want? Yeah, that's the presents we want to abduct. And then next on our list, we will deal 1 damage here, abduct you, and then we're going to push you into here. And then that's it for you. That's it for you. All right. Event phase, nothing happens. What do we get rid of? Hardworking settlers. Don't care. So they're going to build in the mountains. And then they're going to explore into the jungles. Okay. All right. And now what do we do here? All right, so it's going to be slow phase. So what we can do is we can move, we can use Knight of the Dread Wind. So we're going to take if we take the Blight here, that's fine. But I need to move that presence out so we don't take it for no stupid reason. All right. So let's move our presence here, and we're going to use Knight of the Dread Wind to push you over here and push you over here. And the idea is we start abducting everything in a straight line. Maybe we get some beast damage. So we get one fear. We also get to push up to two Dahan, but there's no Dahan in that land to push. And now there's field shook with growth. So we can push up to three Dahan or push up to one town. Now this land is going to be safe. So I think what I want to do is we want to push up to we want to push this town. So that's what we're going to push this town out the way. Because what's going to happen is, right, after the ravage, after the ravage step, it's their level 6. They're going to add one town to each inland land that matches a ravage card. So we will take 2 blight here because I can't maybe we won't. But if there's no town here, they won't add a town to that land, which is going to be great news for us. They will add another town here, and sadly, they will add a town here, but that's perfectly okay because we will be in the game. So yes, I think we're just going to push that town out the way. Next up, we're going to get 1 fear per invader and downgrade it. We only have this explorer, so when we downgrade an explorer, he gets off the board. And yeah, I think that's it. So we're going to go for time passes. Next on our list, we can add a presence at range 1. So we're going to add a presence here, and then we can move our Incarna to a land with your presence. Because we're going to play all 3 of these cards. One piece escapes, so we're going to let our presence escape here. We're going to move our Incarna over here, and then we're going to gain 3 energy. Now, sadly, I won't be able to abduct that town. Um, but this will let me, Terror the Hunted will let me throw a bunch of strife on that land. And this also gives me 2 damage, so I'm going to be able to abduct a bunch of things. So I think that will be that for you. Yep, sounds good to me. And then we're going to go here. Now, we have Razor Sharp Undergrowth. I really don't want to destroy a Dahan just to kill an Explorer, but I think I might have to. So, let's get started. We will add our presence to a jungle or wetland. Bam. If we can keep like a pocket over here and prevent the invaders from making this far in, we can focus a majority of our efforts in this land, which is sort of what I want to do. Next on our list, I gotta stop saying that. We will add a presence and we gain 1 card play. So we're gonna add 1 presence from our top track over here, and this will give us 3 card plays. So then we will gain, and now we have sadly, I'm going to be broke, but that is perfectly. Nope, I need that defend too. So it's either I do Razor Sharp. Okay, we don't need to do Razor Sharp, so I think this is what we do. Ooh, okay, okay. Yep, I think this is how this turn is going to go out. So let's get started. We will use our. So first, let's start using fast abilities. We're going to gain 2 fear. Abductus Explorer. Oh crap! I just realized what I could do. And next, we're going to deal 1 damage here. Abduct this town. Push. Deal 1 damage here. Abduct this town. Push. And now we will. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful right here. Oh wait, they explored the jungles. I'm sorry. When they explore coastal land, they're supposed to add a town. I forgot. The reason we didn't explore it over here is because I believe this is only setup. During setup, you don't add the town. Yeah, so that's fine. Okay, yeah, our board is looking good. All right, and then we have Gift of Pro. First, we're gonna do Overgrow and Ignite. So we will add a. Hmm, we could go to 3 card plays next time, but I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna add a presence here, so that way we can prevent this ravage. And then we're gonna use Gift of Prolif on our teammate. Now, here's the thing: we could help them. Actually, let's just get them to two card plays, or let's get them over here. I don't know how I'm going to really stop this. Like, I really don't have a good way. I might just have to let that blight. But that is what it is. Oh no, wait, that's right. You got the strife. I'm sorry, I'm thinking crazy. I'm talking crazy. Us blighting. And then we have this slow power that we can use Creepers Tear into Mortar, where we can deal 2 damage in a land, so everything's gonna be a-okay. And we're gonna put a defend 2 here. And again, you know, by being able to use Gift of Prolif, even though I'm gonna reclaim next turn, I that still puts me so far ahead because now I'm gonna be at 2 energy. You know what I mean? I'm just so good. And then I think we do that. And I think we do that. All right. Next on our list is the event. Nope, Dahan will participate in Ravages. I need them. Do we have any fire? No. I don't want to though, because we would have to pay all our energy in order to pay for this. But I would feel much better doing that than preventing Dahan from ravaging. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We will pay. I don't want to, but we're gonna destroy one Dahan in our land. So one here. We're gonna destroy this one here, and then we generate one fear for each of them. And then push one disease to the adjacent land with the most invaders. Ay, caramba. I guess we gotta push that here then. Ugh. You don't have disease. So, no fear card. Now we start with the Ravage. Sorry, I need some destroy bags over here. Do 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 do. So they're gonna ravage in the mountains. First, we're gonna start with this one. Bam, you go. Well, you take 1 damage, you go. You take 1 damage, you go. And then over here, we're actually gonna destroy a presence to prevent this from ravaging. Then they're gonna build in the jungles. Well, first off, I'm sorry. They check for after the ravage step, we add one town to an inland land. So we have to add a town here, and then we don't add a town here because this is not within range one, which is great news for us. So they're gonna build in the jungles. And again, luckily for us, we don't have anyone here. Sadly, though, this part of the island is getting really combunzled. Then they're going to explore into the jungles with escalation. Okay, so this is no bueno. So what they're going to do is they're going to look on the land with the most invaders, which is sadly me, and then they're going to put one town in, and then we add one town to end lands with the fewest invaders. So we will have to add 2 towns to our land. So sadly, we will have to put this over here and over here. And they're going to explore here. And they're going to explore here again. And then they're going to explore here. And then they're going to explore here. All right. And then we start doing our slow stuff. So, hmm. Mm, we're going to use our ability to deal 2 damage over here. And then we're going to use our slow power to gain this. Next up, what do I do here? I was going to strife the bejeebies out of this towns and cities, but I don't look like it's happening. Um, what do we do here? I think we just have to. Part of me just wants to kidnap this city already, but this land is already bad, and they're gonna ravage again. So you know what? We will target this land. So we're gonna add. Hmm, I wish I could. So we will. Um, we don't get the fear, and we don't get the extra stripe, but we do get to add one stripe per terror level. Sadly, there's only one. So that's that. And then we gain a minor. Oh shoot, wrong people. All right, we're gonna do this, but this should be in your hand. Sorry. And then we get one fear per invader. So there's three invaders there. So one, two, three. And we're gonna downgrade one of these guys into an explorer. And then time passes. Okay. Now what do I do here? All right. Well, first off, we're gonna have to reclaim. So we need to add a presence. Let's go top track. Doesn't really matter to us. We might just skip that. Yeah, we might just skip that Ravage again. It's okay if we destroy presence. Then we go for the reclaim. We gain a minor. Okay. I like teaming rivers because this will let us get rid of blight in other lands. So this is actually a-okay in my book. Now I want to get to 3 card plays, so I want to save up again. So what do we play here? I think we do. I can't do that. What do we do here? I have no choice but to do these two. We get our defend 2, so we can defend 2 here, cancel the ravage, and worry about it later. All right. So I think that's going to be that. No, whoops. Now for this one, we've got to reclaim. We have to throw everything out into a land. So, let's go 1, 2, 3. And then we can move our Incarnate to any land. Actually, let's say over here is where we want to go. And then we hit game. So we're going to play another Gift of Power on ourselves. I know I feel a little greedy, but what can we do here? Because uh, they're going to be doing a bunch of things. And there is a way in which I play these three. If we play these 3 cards, right? We get to abduct, push. Then we can do emerge from the Dreadnought Wind, push anything out of here, and then try to strife it. Because I just need 3 moons. So, this would also let me abduct a bunch of people too. Okay, so we abduct. Alright, I guess we could try this. We'll try this out. Yeah, yeah. We're going to abduct up to one of our presents, so we'll do that there. Then we will do defend 2 here. Whoops, wrong button. Defend 2 there, and then we're going to get 2 fear, and we're going to abduct this guy in this city. And then we're going to deal 1 damage, abduct you, push, deal 1 damage, abduct, and then push over there. And then maybe we can get some beast damage. Yep, so that's done. Any slow things over here I could do. Razor Sharp Undergrowth. Where is it going to do this at? Oh, I could do this over here. Alright, let's do that over there. And we're just going to add a wilds. Alright, still healthy, but for how long? After the Ravage, all right, we are on stage one and two. After the Ravage step on each board where it added no blight, add one town to the highest number land with invaders. Well, we are blighting in one land, all right. Next up, in each land with beasts, one damage per beast. Okay. Yep, yep. Each on each board, add one Dahan to a land with two or more Dahan. Well, that's kind of buggy. Guess we do something like this. And then our fear cards, which is each player adds one strife to a town city in a land not matching a ravage card. It's not different lands, so what do we do here? We can actually count the Endless Dark. So we can go, we put a strife there, and then we could put one strife over there. Then we're going to ravage in the jungles. So you go. We're going to destroy a presence. Nothing happens here, but they will blight here, and they will blight here. Now I know what you're thinking, but Arthur, there's the incarnate there. Doesn't that count as your presence? It does, and then you can also not count it as a presence when they blight, so you don't have to destroy it. I know the game is weird sometimes, but what do you want from me? So we did that. We did that. Then they're gonna build in the jungles. Um, and then we're going to explore into the mountains with escalation. So three, yep, you know where they're all going. So this while nothing's happened, they will put another explorer here. Um, we have to add towns to end lands. Shoot, shoot, shoot. All right, now I am okay taking the blight there. So, all right, and let's get started. So we can do field choke with growth to push one town or up to three to Han. Can I protect this? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try because I feel like we can get to three card plays. We're gonna push three to Han into there because I feel like I have everything I need. Next up, emerge from the Dread Knight. This is gonna blight Cascade, and I do not like that. I don't like that at all. Yeah, because if I was gonna do the strife, maybe we just let it blight Cascade. So we're actually gonna come here and push these towns and this explorer into here and just get that out the way. Then we will move our presence over here and oh, one fear. And then we get to do our downgrade. So we do have four invaders. All right, and I think that is a okay. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. No, I have a good idea what I'm gonna do. So that handles that. That's that. All right. Time passes. So let's start off with this. We know we're gonna add a presence. I would like to get three energy. No, we can. Hmm. So then do we go for third card play? Well, it doesn't matter because we're just gonna stop that from doing that. So then I think we will go for this other card play. So we're just gonna get to three card plays. Just to get that out the way real fast. We could add a present, so we're gonna add this over here, and then we'll do all of this of monkey donkey stuff. I know I do have four card plays, but I think this will be fine. And now we are over here. So, where do I think they're gonna explore at? That is the question. Mm, luckily, we're gonna get to 3 energy. So I think we're actually gonna go for. Mm, part of me wants to go for a major. Because there is a chance. Because here's the thing: we're gonna grow. We're gonna get to 3 energy, and then we'll have to reclaim again. No, we won't. Because if I grab a miner now, okay, let's see what we can get here. Um, Twilight Fog. I can make this work. Okay. So we go to 3. We have to let 2 pieces escape. So we're gonna let one of our presents escape here, and we're gonna let 1 piece escape here. And then now, depending on how this goes, this could be really bad. But I sort of want to isolate a land. So I think we do that. I think we do this. And then we hit gain. And then, yeah, we'll spend one more turn. So this will allow us to just kidnap people because we want to empower our Incarna. All right. This should be fine here. All right, let's get started. So, Gift of Prolif. We can actually go top track because I don't need to be at 4 card plays. Mm, let's go 4. We will Gift of Prolif over. Actually, you know what I should do? Hold up, there is a way we can do this. All right, hold up. So let me just do a little bit of different things. So we should add a presence at range 2. This is 1, 2, so we can add a presence here. Then when we add our second presence and give us our extra card play, we can actually put that over here. And then we can use our gift of Prolif our Overgrow to add a presence there. And then I can just cancel both these Ravages, which is great news for me. And then we got Gift of Prolif, which is going to let us, oh, I'm sorry, add a presence. So we will add it over here. And then, yeah, right? And then we can do set them on an ever twisting trail. So what can we isolate? Oh, you know what would be great? I got it. I got it. So we're gonna deal 1 damage, abduct you, push. Deal 1 damage, abduct you, push. And then we're gonna use our where are you? Our set them on a twisting trail to target this land. And we're going to gather up to 1 explorer and isolate this land. And that should be tremendously helpful. And yeah, okay, all right. I like this. This is way better than the idea I had. No, wait, did I not do Gift of Prolif? Hold up. One, two. What is this? Turn 4. Grow, grow, reclaim, grow, grow. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's right. We're supposed to go to 3 energy. And then next turn, I'm just going to empower myself. So, but we're still going to be at 3 card plays because we'll just gain a minor. So everything's a-okay. Yes, yes. Gift of Prolif is so good. And then I think we might just stay top track because now I think we're at a point where we can actually stop the invaders. So, mm, Healthy Island event. Show me what you got. Stage 2 and 3. Invaders do +1 damage when ravaging per land when ravaging. Um. Oh, I forgot I have a defend too. Doesn't matter. I am really happy though that I pushed that explorer out. Add 1 disease to the jungle or wetland with the most towns and cities. Don't mind if I do. Oh wait. Yeah, fudge it. It's okay. It's okay. And then remove one blight from a land with at least two Dahan. Thank you. Ugh, it's always nice to see blight go away. Next up is Fear. Push one town explorer from a land with Badlands Wild Dahan. Now I feel bad because there was really no point in pushing these three Dahan out. So I guess we do this. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? There should be a town here, shouldn't there? Yes, there should be a town there. And if that's the case, well, I would have did things differently. I think I forgot a town, so I'm just gonna take away a fear. I'm gonna do that as a penalty, and because I think there should be a town there, because we did hit our exports, and we didn't do that in this land last turn. Don't remember why. So they're gonna ravage in the jungle, and we're just gonna destroy presence. And then they're going to build in the mountains. That's safe. And then they're going to explore into the sands and wetlands. So this, I had a feeling they were going to go into the sands and wetlands. I didn't want to believe it, but I was like, these guys are going to be coming up here soon enough, and hey, could not be more right. Oh, I'm sorry, we gotta, no, this is isolated, so we don't add a town to this land. No, we add a town to this jungles. Right? Yes, yes. Okay, so this should be it. This is when I add a town to the jungle. All right, everything's good. So we add a town to that jungle, and then all right, slow stuff. So we're gonna give me one more minor power. Um, Shadows burning. I can deal with that. Um, Renewing rain is nice, just not what I need. Yeah, because I'm trying to get more moon elements. I need some wind stuff too. So there's that. We're gonna add a strife to a really troublesome land. So I think this is gonna be the land we add it to. So there's that. And then one damage to each town. Let's see. I do have my power creepers. I do have that ability. So I think what we do is, oh, we stop the ravage. That's why. So we're gonna deal one damage to each building here, and then we're gonna deal two damage to that. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, wait. I gotta use my slow power. Last one for fear. Downgrade an invader. And I think we do time passes. So, yep, time passes. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna gain a minor, and we're gonna Guardian Serpents is really good, and it's a defend four, so we can actually defend one of our. I've been waiting to grab like a defend four for so long, so we're gonna add our presence over here, and now we are empowered. So with an empowered Incarna, that's right, baby. Stage two, right? Yeah, stage two. So, um, we can abduct one town explorer at the empowered incarnate each fast phase. So that's amazing news for us. I am thinking about getting to or to get into five energy. So I think we do that and we do that. We also have to let out two explorers. So We'll let you guys. We'll let one out over here, and we'll let one out over there. That should handle that. Yeah. So I think next turn we're gonna start looking for majors because we need to start clearing out things. Now for this one, we're gonna go. Where are we going to? The mountains is what's the issue. We're gonna reclaim, gain up, and gain a minor. Reaching grasp is some really good elements. I really need plant. Oh, this is plant moon. Maybe infested aquifers. Let's see where we get. Actually, I honestly I think it's time for me to start grabbing majors as well. Cause now what are we looking at here? So we can do 4 card plays. So oh, did I not put an explorer here? Whoops. Whoopsie. I think we do this. We need to make sure that all our lands don't have cities. Because what's going to happen is everyone's going to have a city. So that's going to be really painful to deal with. So I think we do. You cost one. One too many. We could probably do something with you. We could probably do something with you. All right. So we got a defend 4, a defend 2. And we've got this ability. I would love to do a gift of prolif. We could do. I don't have enough. No, wait. I do. I do have enough. So what if we did another moon? All right. So gift of prolif. Mm, we're gonna do that like that, and then we can move. We can actually move our presence. So I should abduct one of these towns. So we're gonna abduct one of these towns. We're gonna move our presence here. We're gonna deal 1 damage, and we're gonna push this guy right back over here. And then we're gonna defend 4 in this land, and we're gonna throw down a beast token. Should that strife token be there? I don't think it should. Oh yes, it should because we stopped the ravage. All right. And then we do this. So we did that. We can defend 2 here, and then we can use our ability to defend 4 in this land. And then we're gonna try to push 3 Dahan back into here and try to, or we're gonna push them all into here and try to protect one of these lands from ravaging. So I think that should be good. All right. Yeah. Now, see, and here's the thing. Like, if I was to play this like on real board on table, I would be getting really confused at which pieces we're at. Like I would, as you can see, I almost forgot I used gift to prolif on myself, and there were a few more things I almost forgot I did. Now we do have, nope, nope, we don't. Mm, so, what are we doing here? Blight card event time. Add 1 explorer to a land with blight. Don't mind if I do. All right, there's no blight on that board. Push up to 2 explorers or 1 town from a land with beasts. This is what I was waiting for. All right. Yes, yes. All right. I've been waiting for like beasts to do something. Raiding and retaliation. In each land with towns and cities, 1 damage per Dahan. Then each surviving town city deals 1 damage to Dahan. Alright. So this is defended. You will deal 3 damage here, giving us our next field card, and then you take 1 damage. You will also go bye-bye. You and you. Sadly, we will lose a Dahan in that. That makes me very sad. And then, yeah, yeah, right. All right, let's get to it. On each board, replace 1 town with an explorer. I think that would be best. All right, and then we ravage in the mountains. So bye bye, nothing happens. Protected. Bye bye. And then we do our ports. And then we build in the sands and wetlands. So that has a disease. This gets a city. And because these lands do have a city in the middle, they get that. And then this gets a city. You get a city. And you get a city. Everyone gets a city. And then we explore into the coastal lands. So, um, how bad is this looking? Really, really freaking bad. We're like, oh crap. But here's the thing: we can handle a lot of these boards, so I'm not too worried about it. This is gonna be safe. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for this. This is gonna be just fine. And yeah, all right, let's get to it. So we can push a town into here, which I think is what. Or no, wait, no. We're gonna push U3 into here, and then we get to deal 1 damage to everything in here. And then I think we're just going to get rid of these 2 towns. That way that's easier to defend. Now for this one, if target land is mountain jungle. So we could target this one. We would generate 2 fear. And then push 1 town explorer. Getting you out the way. And then we do this. The terror level is still low. Oh, So where could I put this? We could just strife these 2. Oh yes, we could. We could actually just strife that. So let's do that area instead. That we don't have to worry about. So 1 fear, 1 strife if a beast is present, and then 1 strife per terror level. So bam, that handles that, and then we just add a beast token over here. And then I think that is it. Yeah, because I don't have no air elements yet, so we're almost there. Where are we at? Oof. When I told you, man, these kind of plays, like this kind of game, takes a long time to get done with. It's not something that you can just go, oh, it's only gonna take me a few minutes. Nah, this is gonna take a minute. Because now we have to think about how we're going to keep both boards alive. I don't mind blighting next turn. I don't want to blight a lot this turn though. And that's really where I'm sitting at here. So there are a few things that we can do. Now that we're at 4 card plays, we don't really need to add extra presence. And we can just keep grabbing majors, which I think is where we're going to go to next. So we're going to add a presence, and we're going to use this. Where do we add this at? Probably. Oh, where do I add this at? We're actually going to add this over here because I don't know if I'm going to have an answer to those jungles yet. And then we're going to look for a major. Let's see what we get. I don't know if you. Oh, oof, oh, oh. I just I jizzed in my pants. Oh, okay. So that solves one land. One land is completely solved. We could probably actually solve a few lands. Because we have a defend 4. We may push up to 2 Dahan, so we can deal 4 damage here. They can pretty much destroy everything there. Push up to defend 4. It's just this town. This is going to be the issue. All right. But I think even though we have 4 card plays, I think that's going to be fine as is. I don't really have an answer for that one. But for this one, we got to reclaim, and now we got to look for majors. We could have looked for... Oh. Ooh. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Solidify Echoes would be absolutely amazing for people. It could be amazing for me. It could probably be more amazing for my lovely partner over here, who is also me. Power Storm's okay, but Solidify Echoes would just let me add, like, it will let me add all these presents onto the board. Or I could do it here. Um, Hold up. Mm. So what if we let you add? How about this? We add the. Mm, mm, is that what we want to do? Because there is this. Sadly, I don't. I do have plants. So hold up. Hold up. Solidify Echoes is really good, but Settle into Hunting Grounds also does a lot of work for us because we need things. Here's the thing: Solidify Echoes would help us stall the game. Settle into Hunting Grounds could help us win the game. And that's sort of where you want to be with it. You want to be winning the game. You don't want to just be stuck here. So I think we're actually going to get settled into hunting grounds. We're going to give up. Yeah, that's 0 cost. I actually want to hold on to this because we're going to need to play that. Twilight Fog. It's free. That's the only. I'm only keeping it because it's free. So I think we're going to get rid of this one. And all our pieces are going to escape, but that's a-okay because again we have a lot of answers to things now. So we have a lot of ways where we could deal damage. I actually want to put this guy into here in the off chance that maybe we get stricken. And if we get stricken, they won't ravage in this land, which would be great. But they also won't ravage here, which would really suck. And yeah, okay, I think that's what we want to do here. So let's see. We have one more Terra level 2 stage 2 card. I'm sorry. We did jungles, mountains, so it's either going to be sands or wetlands. I'm going to isolate the sands in the hope that I don't have to deal with it ever again. So we're going to do set them on a twisting trail. I could move a presence over here to make a sacred site and put a beast token there. So maybe we do these three all together. Okay. Yeah. All right. So if that's the case, then we want to move our presence over here. We want to create a sacred site. So I think that's going to be real helpful to us. And yeah, we're going to do our best to try to protect this sands because we're sort of banking on them going into the sand. But if they don't, they don't. So what do I do? Oh, okay. We're going to move our presence over here. So using our other ability, and I think this is going to be good. So we will gather and explore it into here and isolate this land. I'm hoping that I'm gambling right. No, you know what? We're gonna gamble over here. Here's why we're gonna do this, right? Um, so he's gonna still stay here because there's gonna be so much value in here. You're wait until you see it. So we do set a twisting trail into here, right? Then we're going to use settle into the hunting grounds. Your presence may count as badlands and beasts. Your presence cannot move. Next, we're going to generate 2 fear, and we're going to deal 4 damage in this land. So, we're going to do that. I think this would be way better. Right, and that gets rid of that. Then we're going to put a defend 4 here, and we're going to add a beast token. So there is a way I can protect that land. And then, right, our presence count as Badlands Beast. So we're going to use our 1 damage over here, which is going to be 2 damage, and destroy that because it only abducts if it does damage to an invader in a single land. This should be somewhere. Let's throw you over here for right now. And then we're going to use it again, but we're actually going to end up abducting him because he's the last one in that land. Bam. All right. Let's keep this gravy train rolling. So we're going to do the trees speak of stone and war. We're going to deal 4 damage in this land. And then we're going to push up to 2 Dahan into here. Putting another defend 4 here. And then after that, um, we are going to drop another defend 4 in here, making this a defend 8. We're not going to do anything about this because there's nothing I can really do to stop that. At least not until next turn. Next turn, I got to figure out something else. But for right now, there's nothing I can do about that, so we won't worry about it. But now that this is isolated, they won't build here. And if they explore into the wetlands, that's a double. That's going to be so amazing, man. I won't even know what to do with myself. So I think that's it for now. We did that. We did that. And then we explore into. Or, well, we're still on a healthy island, too. But we're also on Terra level 1. We got to get to Terra level 2. So let's see what we got. Explore in the land with the fewest total invaders, Dahan. Um, that is actually that would be there for that. This is isolated, so I'm gonna say fudge you. All right, good luck with that. Add a disease to a land with 3 or more invaders. Hmm. On each board? On each board. Um. I guess we'll put that over there, and we can put that over here. All right. Push up to 3 Dahan from a land matching a Ravage card to a land not matching a Ravage card. You know what you can do with that? All right. Let me. Oof. Oof. Okay. Okay. I need to push this over here to a land not matching. So that has to go over there. And um, this isn't what I want. Fudge. Okay. All right, game. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan and each defend 2. Alright, so this is defended. Yeah, right. Defend 6. 2, 4, 6. And then this is even more defended. Alright, let's get to it. So they're going to ravage into sands and wetlands. So let's start with this. Bam. Let's start with you. Bam. You will sadly blight, and then you will add a blight there. Nothing happens here. You go. You go. And then nothing happens here. And then they're going to build in the coastal lands. So we have a disease there. They will put a town here. This is isolated, so they won't build. And then they will add a town here. They will add a town here. And then we have a disease. Then we will explore, please be wetlands, to the wetlands. I love it. You love to see it, all right? The rich get richer. That was actually really good. Oh, yeah. All right. Um. Oh, what are we doing here? With escalation, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6. Oh wait, this is before all the towns get activated, right? So hold up. Um, 6, 5. Okay, okay. So you will get hit with the escalation. Oh wait, I'm sorry. First off, we have to do our level 6. So we're gonna add a town into our inland sands and wetlands. Then we will then we build. Then we explore into the wetlands. Then we escalate, and this is going to be a land. So we have to put one over here and over here. And then I think that's it. And here's the thing, right? Scotland, here's the thing. What I like about Scotland is like, as an adversary, it's so interesting because they stay at a really strong power level for a good while, right? Like some, like most invaders, go like this stuff. Like they go, they go, they go, they go. Scotland feels more like this, and I think that's really cool. There's a few adversaries that I like that stay like that, so it's really interesting to see. Like France, you can sort of like weaken France because France moves sort of like this, in my opinion, where when you hit the slave rebellion, they go straight. Then you hit the slave rebellion, they go down. Then they come up, go straight. Then they go down again, and depending on how you set up for the slave rebellion, you've either won it all or lost it all. But with Scotland, it always feels like you got to stay on your toes. Always, always, always. This was an amazing isolate, and I am very happy about that. Um, because we stopped the build, we stopped so much stuff, and now we need to figure out what we're gonna do next. So, slow phase. We're gonna heal this blight. Then, if target land is mountain, wetlands, one fear, add a disease. So I think we do one fear and then we add a disease here. Oh, oh, I just realized I messed up. I didn't even use my empower. Oh, I'm an idiot. All right. And then we get to do 1 damage to a town. Not that that really matters. It probably would have mattered more over here, but whatever. I ain't too worried about it. Next, we're going to generate 1 fear from this town and then push it over there. And yeah, I think we can do time passes. All right. All right. All right. Where are we starting from here? So we are good. I'm gonna have to go for a reclaim, and we will grab another miner. Another miner. I sort of want plant earth. Mm, this is good. We could do that. We could defend 5 here. We could do trees speak of stone and war. We could defend 5 there. I really don't want to take another blight in this land. Or what if we do one of these? Oh no, but I'd be broke, right? I need an earth. Mm. Oh, okay. I've actually never hit that before, so this would actually be nice because we could heal up that blight. Okay. I guess we'll just have to take the blight from here, but that's fine. Well, we don't. Mm, play spirit. All right. So what do we do here? We could go. I think we're gonna go top track, and now we should go for a major. So let's grab another major and see what we can get. All of these are the. Oh, these are terrible choices. What do I do with this? I'm not playing that nowhere. Ugh. Okay. We could go for the moon and then try to go for the reclaim. I don't know. Nope, it's fine. It's fine. Mm, we do have to let two pieces escape, but all I really have are explorers. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do swallowed by endless dark. That that we're actually gonna. Oh, you know what? We should put this explorer here, and then we're not at four card plays yet, so that's sad. But we can get there. Mm, all right, so we will move our beast token here using our ability. We're going to use our empowered ability to snatch this guy up. Then we can abduct up to two of our presents. Um, oh, it doesn't matter. I guess I'll abduct you. Did we do this? No, we didn't do this. So we get to abduct you, generate two fear. And then we can use Emerge from the Dread Knight to sort of just start figuring out lands. Now, alright, so we do have three. Oh no. Oh, I don't have my Defend 4. Fudge. Yeah, whatever. It'll be fine. We're at Terror level 2, so that should be good. So we deal 2 damage. So here's the thing. I'm going to use my left innate to deal 1 damage to you. Where we may push. We're going to choose not to. We're going to deal another damage. Then we're going to deal 1 more damage, abduct, and then we're going to push you right into here. And then we're going to see what happens there. And then, okay, so now this thing. So we have a defend, what is that? Defend 4 and remove a blight. All right, so I guess we'll, here's the thing. I sort of don't want to do that there. Um, we're going to use the trees speak of stone and war over here. And we're going to defend 4 in this land. You know, actually, we're going to push this over here. And we're going to use our defend 4 to actually remove this blight. And the reason we're going to do that is because um, I don't, oh, I'm in a really bad position here, sadly. And so I just want to protect my presence and probably destroy that city, but we'll see what we can get to. I've got a lot of cards for another turn, so that should be fine. And then, all right, let's see where we get to. So, events. Yeah, we're still in a healthy island, but we gotta win soon because we've only got like 4 turns left. Invaders do not ravage in lands unless there are more invaders than the current terror level. Um, Ravage actions do +2 damage per land. All right, so they have to have more invaders. So this won't ravage, so that's safe because they only have one invader there. They need to have at least two. This will ravage, and this will ravage, but this is protected. That was protected. That was very much protected. And now it's not. In each land with beast, 1 damage per beast. Ay, ay, ay. Give me Dahan something. In each land, push 1 Dahan per Badlands disease to lands without Badlands disease. All right. Each player moves 2 explorers and 1 town from a land with Dahan. I guess we have to remove you, and we have to remove you. So now we don't blight no more. Yes. Each player may gather 1 explorer into a land with towns and cities, or gather 1 town into a land with cities. Hmm. Yep, yep. We'll do this. We'll do that. I don't have. Yeah. There's no city there. So, all right. So we would be ravaging in the coastlands. These are safe. This is safe. This is safe. And we blight here again. And then we're going to explore. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. And then we build in the wetlands. So disease. There's that. This won't build because it's not adjacent to any cities, but this will build, so that's a shame. And then they're going to explore into the wetlands jungles. So we go doot, 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 doot. And then we do wetland jungle. So I have no idea what I'm going to do about this crap over here. That's going to be real fun. All right, and now we are entering our slow power phase. So I'm going to push these 2 guys into here using my ability. Infested aquifers. Mm, we can actually add, like, we can do that. And then flow. Stem the flow of fresh water. So there's actually 2 damage we can do, one from this card and one from our innate. So we're going to choose to do 2 damage over here. Then we do emerge from the Dread Knight. So I can pop up anywhere and abduct people. So I think we're going to pop up here and abduct you. We're going to generate 1 fear, and then we're going to generate, it's 4 fear twice, right? Yeah, because we actually hit all our innates. So we're going to generate 4 fear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Downgrade you. And then we're going to generate another 4 fear. And we downgrade any number of invaders. So all these towns are going to turn into explorers. And you shall turn into a town that has been infested with a strife token. And then we get to add a beast token. Yay. Oh, sorry, wrong token. Whoops. There we go. It's 6. It's 6, not 8. All right. And I think we are golden. Yeah, I think we're good. So let's get started. Get started. Let's keep this gravy train going. So we're gonna use our G2. We're gonna look for another major and terrifying nightmares. Terrifying nightmares is nice. I like. I actually like dreams of untouched land. I could probably threshold that, but it's too expensive. This is just I let's pick this up. I probably shouldn't, but I feel like it's too good to not pick up. So you know what I mean. Next on our list, we will move our Incarna. Where did I move you at? We will move you over here, I guess. What will I forget? I like all of these abilities, so I think we're gonna do forget that one. Mind you, we are still at 3 card plays, but um, I wonder. Hold up. What am I missing to hit that? I need 3 beasts. Oh, I might be able to hit this next turn. That would be so cool. All right, gain. It does not matter because we've pretty much won. Like at this point, there's not really a lot that the invaders can do. So yeah, there's not really we just need to get rid of all the cities, and we're so far ahead. We don't have a lot of turns left though. But like terrifying nightmares, being able to push all those explorers, being able to push all these guys out and generate all that fear is gonna be amazing. Now let's see, what do we do here? So we need to grow into jungles, wetlands is the options here. And then we need a major. So let's grab another major, see what we can pick. Ooh, okay, we got pent up. What can I do with that? Absolutely nothing. Say it again, y'all. No, there's something I could do with pent up. I just don't know what I could do with it. 1, 2, 3, gain 3. We might have to go for a reclaim next turn though. But we do have 4 card plays, so let's see where we get to here. Neat. We have a defend 2. So we could defend 2 here because it's just going to be the wetlands. Um, crap. I don't have the card I'm looking for. Okay, so we will not play Pent Up? No, I think we do play Pent Up. And we just add a Strife and Disease in this land, and then we use Pent Up again next turn. Alright, so we're going to do 1 Fear, defend 5 in this land. I think that's what we want to do. And then we're going to use Gift of Prolif on you. So you're going to be able to reclaim 1. But again, we just need to fear out. And then we could do Pent Up Calamity to remove. We can remove this, deal 3 damage, generate a fear. No, I think we would be better off um, adding another disease and a strife, and then we can just clear up that whole land with the pent up. That feels way better. And then that's you. And now for you, we get 2 fear, and we're gonna push all 4 of you explorers into here. Right? Is that what I want to do? No, we're not gonna push all. Yeah, we will. And then we're gonna generate another 4 fear, and that's that. And then we're gonna use our innate. So we will deal 1 damage here. Gotcha. We will push, deal 1 damage here, deal another damage. Gotcha. And then push into here, and then we will abduct this city as well. And using our empowered ability, and I think we are good. I need another. Here's the thing, right? So if I do this instead, we're gonna do this one instead. I wanted to use Gift of Power to push off my reclaim, but I feel like I'm so far ahead. It doesn't matter what the invaders choose to do. Um, all right. So nothing happens. Oh, we're just gonna stop that. So event time, baby. Cultural assimilation. Why would this? Oh, I've been really trying so hard to not. Oh no, wait. Oh no, we are in Terra Level 2. You are not adjacent to a city, so you two are safe. However, you are, which means we need to turn something into a town, which does not bode well. So I think we're just going to turn you into a town, and that's going to be that. Each beast deals 2 damage. Remove any token that destroys the town or explorer. Oh neat. I have nothing here. And then choose a land with at least 2 Dahan and at least 2 towns and cities. Each Dahan destroys 1 town city. This card. Why? And then we add a blight here. I'm really trying not to blight, but the game just is really making this real hard for me. Next on our list, each player removes 1 town explorer from an inland land, so we'll get you out the way. Um, it doesn't say it has to be different ones. It just says an inland land. So maybe we remove that one because that land is getting kind of big. Gather up to 3 town explorers from a single land into a land with 2 or more invaders. No. Yeah. Let's grab. I know we're supposed to be like splitting this up. What if they all go to the mountains and sands? Well, that'll be fine. I can kidnap a whole bunch of things. Isolate 1 land. If towns and cities are present, skip all build actions in that land. Yes. All right, so we are going to isolate this land, and we are going to isolate this land. I mean, that's more for this one because now we don't get anything crazy because they won't build in that land. And then next up on our lisp, we will ravage in the wetlands. So we'll destroy a presence. Screw that. Nothing happens here. They will add a town. They will not add a town. They will build in the jungle wetlands. There are no cities, so they will not build here. Um, and they will build here, but we have a disease. They would build here. They still built here. So I should actually isolate this land because I forgot that this city was here, so they don't build. And they do build over here. They don't build there, and then they explore into the mountain wetlands. So that's protected. You are not. You are not. And you are not. All right. All right. And then oh, mountain wetlands, right? Mountain wetlands. Ugh. I really don't got time for them to be doing all this extra stuff. All right, and slow phase. So I guess we target this. No, we could target this building, but it doesn't really matter. Um, there's that and that. Oh, did I add my 1 fear from it? No. So 1 fear from that, and then we add 1 strife into here. I just don't feel like dealing with that right now. Because we're going to have a bunch of cities get made, and that's not going to make me very happy. We can use this to heal up this blight. And then we can use our slow phase. So we're going to generate one, two, three, four. We're going to downgrade you into a town. And then we're going to generate one, two, three, four. And we're going to downgrade all of you invaders. And then we're going to add another beast. I keep hitting the wrong keys. Ooh. Oof, oof, oof. All right. And I think that's it for you. You do have your 3 damage that we can do. So we can do 3 damage here. Or we could do 3 damage here. Let's do 3 damage there. Just to start picking that off. And then I think we do time passes. So now we're going to reclaim all. And we're going to move our incarnate. We can move our incarnate to any land. So I think we're actually going to come over here. Because now we sort of have everything we really need. We can pick up a city, mm, gain another miner. These are trash. Yeah, at least we have a defend 4 somewhere. And all pieces escape. So it's not the sands that we've got to worry about. Oh, there are 2 strife tokens on these dudes. So let me put you guys over here. And then let's put you over there. And there are just 2 cities here. So how can we do this? Mm, I don't know what we're gonna do yet. I guess we just prevent this from ravaging for right now. Hit them with the reclaim. Again, we have pent up calamity. That solves one land completely. Sadly, I cannot do the tree speak of stone and war. So I think what we do is we do field choke. We do pent up. We'll have to do that. And then we do gift of prolif. And yes, I think that's going to be it. Because then we're just going to be getting the Han into here, which is really what I want to happen. So you are done. Now, what do we do for you? We've got options. Oh, we can add a presence too. So I guess I'll just add a presence on this board. So how do I feel? This is fast, so we can actually push a lot of problems to the sand. So we don't get a city. I need to do this, and then I need to do this. Yeah? All right. So I think we're going to do a defend 4 here. I think we're going to do a defend 4 there. Um, and then we're going to add a beast token in that land. Then we're going to use Swallow by the Endless Dark to abduct 1 explorer. We're going to abduct this city. We're going to use our fast power to abduct this city as well. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Um, and then we're going to generate 2, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to push all of you guys out into here. That way we don't because we're still gonna have some cities made, but if I can like get rid of some things, I think we'll be fine. So we're gonna move our Incarna here using our slow effect. Um Is there anything I can do here? Ooh. We're going to use our innate to deal one damage. There's nothing here, but we can push it. We're going to deal one damage here, and then we're going to deal one damage there. And the reason we're doing this is because we should be able to. You'll see. You'll see when the time comes. Now, slow phase. We're going to remove our tokens from here. Um, yes. So we're going to remove two tokens. I actually forgot. We could probably use Pent Up Calamity in there as well. Kill everything here and generate two fear. And then we use Gift of Prolif, and you can add a presence. Got presents all over my board. You know what I mean? I'm like, oof. All right, man. It's so rare. I never see like, never. I listen, right? A spread of rampant green just pops off, and don't tell me it doesn't. Okay. All right. Now, what's we're still on a healthy island. Ooh, I do have a defend four. Yeah, I've got a defend four somewhere, but all my lands are cleared. We're gonna defend four here in case I get some stupid thing. I have a feeling they might do that, but let's see what happens. All right? Yes. Yeah. All right. So healthy, nothing happens. Um. Oh, if Dahan outnumber towns and cities, replace one town with one Dahan. We don't. I know we don't. So we got to replace the Dahan with a town. I'm very sad about that. Um. I know we don't. So I got to replace the town, Dahan, with something. Oh, that's gonna suck. It's gotta be this one. In the land with the most combined invaders and a Han, add one disease, two damage to the Han. You know what? Whoops, I don't know why I did that. I should do that there, and then we'll add a disease. Disease, buddy. This one too. Oh, I got a disease token here. Oh, hmm. Bear with at least two Dahan among all its lands gains one energy. One energy for me. All right, and then we got one more fear. Skip the next normal explore, draw an additional explore card next turn. All right. Each player chooses a different coastal land. In each, gather up to one Dahan, one damage per Dahan. Um, I I guess if I do that there, we go to that. I don't know if I could gather Dahan. I don't think I can, but we're in Terror level 3, so whatever. Towns and cities each deal minus 2 damage during Ravage. Invaders do not heal damage at the end of turn. Alright, so Ravage in the jungles and wetlands, so that's safe. This, this, oops, and this. We're gonna prevent that Ravage. Then they're going to do their innate stupid BS stuff. So one, two, one. Then they're going to build in the mountain wetlands. Safe, disease, and then we skip the explore. So all right. Let's get to it. Fields choke with growth. This screwed me so hard, man. So we can actually push a town. We're gonna use our damage abilities to just wipe out the city. And I guess we'll just push up to 3 to Han over here for whatever reason. Nothing I can really do about that right now. And then it is your turn. You don't have no slow, but we do have a lot of fear to generate. So, one, two, three, four. Oh no, three. I only have three? Shoot. So then we just do one, two. We downgrade every invader there. And then we add a beast. As you can tell, I am going to keep hitting the wrong token for a really long time. And then we do time passes. Mm, we don't want to go for the reclaim, so what can we do here? We have a few cities still left. So we could do settle into hunting grounds. That would destroy a city. We can move a presence here. Abduct. One, two, three. Abduct. Okay, yeah, so we just survived this last turn then. So let's start with you then. We're just gonna skip that. Um, we're gonna gain a minor. Whatever. Gain three. Gain three. Then we do you. You. Mm, yeah. All right. And now for you, we need to do one. Excuse me. Oh, we're gonna grab a major. Major, major, major. Ooh. As much as I like rumbling earthquakes, it's just not what I need right now. We could get rid of gift of power. And we need to let two pieces escape. So we're gonna let you go. And we're gonna let you go. Oh, I need a plant beast and I don't have any. Aw, sad face. All right. Let's reclaim this one. Let's throw you out. And oh no, I already reclaimed that. Huh. Ooh. We can kidnap, move, move, move. Okay, yeah, I think we just gotta survive, so everything's all good. So we're gonna use our trees speak of stone and war, 2 damage, get you out the way. We're gonna put a defend 4 here. We're gonna add another defend 4 here, actually making this a defend 8. And then we're gonna get one fear, defend 6, and we're gonna downgrade this into a town. And then there's a lot of things we can do here. So we will use our innate ability to just abduct this guy right off the bat. We're gonna move. We're gonna deal 1 damage, abduct, push, deal 1 damage, deal another damage, destroying you, and then pushing you. And then we're going to abduct that guy. Yeah. Yes, because we can move our we're gonna move our encounter to the endless dark, and we're gonna bring you along as well. And then we're gonna abduct one town and explore. Hold on, I just want to see what would happen if I left the city here real fast. So we're defending for 8, right? 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. Nope. Okay, so you have to come with me. But then we just downgrade you all into, yeah. Oh, to fear. We can abduct a presence. I guess we will. Does it really matter though? Oh yeah. We're gonna take a bunch of blight, aren't we? Yeah, whatever. We're just gonna take one more blight, and I think that's it. So invader phase. Bam. Um, Gradual corruption. Add one blight to the land with the most towns and cities. Spirits may prevent this on any old boards by paying X energy per board to protect, where X is the number of cards in the invader discard pile. I am not paying 8 energy for this, so we are going to a blighted island. Oh, this game. Mm, this game has a lot of nerve. Add one town and one city to an. What? I worked so hard. I worked so hard to end this game, and they are like, "Nah, bro, you didn't." Okay, game, I got you. This piece of garbage. In each land with disease, oh, one damage to each invader, one damage to each Dahan. Move. This does not destroy any towns or cities, so we don't got to worry about that. Spirit may add one Dahan to one of its lands with Dahan. Whatever. Ugh. That just like that really got me really annoyed because we should have been fine. We could have won this turn, but now because of this stupid thing. In each land with tokens adjacent, defend. Oh no, each every token grants defend 3 in its land and adjacent lands. This land is so protected, I don't need to do nothing. All right. Ravage in the wetlands and mountains. And then we do our lovely add a town to the inland land. Then we explore into the jungle sands. And then we explore into the sands and mountains. I am really mad about this. I just don't get it. We were supposed to win. We can still win, but all right, let's get started on it. So what's next on our list? Downgrade. So we do have 4 invaders. One, two, three, 4. And then we just add, we do Curse of the Dread Knight here. Doesn't matter because we win. We'll just push you 2 guys out this way. Doesn't matter. Oh no, wait, we can, again, yeah, it doesn't matter. Um, Wetlands, Mountain, I believe, what is it? Coastal lands as wetland. All right, so we can, oh no, we can't. Well, we can do it. Oh no. Fudge. All right, and then infested aquifers. Hmm. If target land is mountain wetland. All right. All right. And we're gonna win. What am I doing here? We just need six fear. Gain a major. Does it matter? Nope, not at all. It's too late for you. Um, we're gonna release all our pieces into one land because again, it doesn't matter. Wish you did because then all we do is bam, and we need to hit. All right. Oh. Gain pay. All right. Watch this. Two fear. Bam. Push all you guys out into the mountains. Don't care. Generate the last four fear, and we win. Oh, this is why I don't do two spirits. Oh, yeah. I'm not making a video for the rest of this week. All right, y'all can enjoy this and savor this one. Ooh, ooh wee. I will say again, being able to get this far, I love when like I see my spirit's full potential being unleashed because it feels so good. It feels so really really good. You know what I mean? Terrifying nightmares. I normally call it a trash card, but when you're guaranteed six fear all the time, like if I had this card at the beginning, we would have been winning the game. I think it just slowed us down a little bit because again, a spread is just literally holding down the game until it finds an answer. And Breath of Darkness is constantly like attacking you, nitpicking you, dragging you into the island, trying to let fear cards deal with you. And luckily for us, not a lot of our fear cards miss. Another good thing was holy crap did that sacred site save our life. All right, like we literally would not have gone to Blighted Island if it wasn't for this shit card. All right, when you get this at turn 10 after you've seen almost the entire Invader deck, all you can really do is go, why? Why? You know what I mean? Like, who's really carrying 8 energy at this end of the game? But, yeah, everything went well. Um, I don't know. My brain shot, really, honestly. There's so much thinking involved when you do two spirits, and it just, ugh. Oh, what a brain buster. Now I can calm down and finally do something else with my life. Mm. Had to drink some water. And listen, I love Spirit Island, but again, one of the reasons why I do not I do not enjoy like I would never do this two-player board. All right, it would look messy. It would look you just yeah. You know what I mean? But there's so much thinking involved. This is why Spirit Island is one of my favorite games. It's just such a good time. And can you believe there's a player who plays three spirits at a time? Oh, he's a brave freaking soul. But I don't have nothing more to say. I'm done with this video. I hope you are too. Remember, hit that like and subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next one. Oh wait, doesn't matter. All right, enjoy.